Hi, my name is Willie Oeba, and today we'll talk about spoken word poetry. Spoken word poetry is a form of art deemed for performance. So in Kenya, it is one of the fastest growing forms of art. It employs metaphors, sarcasm, puns, and so much gestures, and sometimes comedy. So in Kenya, spoken word was started in 2011 with trailblazer poets such as Mufasa, Teardrops, Mbunge, and events such as Upgrade Poetry, Attitude, Oebaism, City on a Hill, and now we have The Artist.
Destiny happens one day at a time. Destiny happens one day at a time.
Yeah. Hii ndio form. Skiza. Yeah. Life ni balance, hamna double standards. Huwezi songa mbele if you always look at others. Matatu ina come, unajaza ama ina go. Ready and not the plane is taking off, yeah. Chapa kalesa mpaka stage kule railways. Gidi maji tunaimba many faces. Tao imejawa, kuna kayogo. Safari ya kwenda nyumbani, niko msoto. Rashawa, ganya 150. Nikigusa mifuko muda ninasabini. Tafsiri, maisha mjini ni mazini. Tumia MP3 itanibidi ni pande basi za blue. Tukitoka 5 PM kufika 2200 hours nitachoka bana. Sikukaa sana nikacheki 11th hour. Vidole makasi Concordia na tuita Rongai 70 moyoni nikashangilia kumbo 1 2 3 mimi ndani nikajiseti nikaketi kando ya mama ana kibeti.
Destiny happens one day at a time. Your free will has been given to you to make choices. Destiny happens one day at a time.
Maisha ni idadi ya choices, uta make promises, uta keep na pia zile uta break opportunities, uta use ama zile uta waste time. Umekuwa mtu na zile umekuwa fake. Gari imecross kichomo kwa one time. Mama saa iko infront na ingia online, yeah. Kama nguo zimeanikwa ukalulu Facebook nimebandika kabisa. Konkodi anadai mkwanja ninamtolea ile 20 kwanza, kisha chwani linakunja na kupitisha. Manze mimi sikubali nimefilisika. Okay, naperemba ba napata mbao tu ile mtura ya moli siwezi kwachu. Wanajua sidishi, wanajua sidishi. Mashida mnitishi, mnibaba ishi. Bondana na ubaya kama samurai jack. Vita na usingizi, huwezi fight back. Dirisha iko wazi, hewa high flow. Macho kufungika, buda
History of Judas got to reset it. See you can hear, so I got to reach it. Don't you die so shopping, I got to eat it. Not sure of the specifics, I got to reach it. Let's have a rabbit, West West Rights. Michael Johnny White, Nicky Shinka Mikes. Naji Georgia, this is how we walk.
Imefika ile point yenye maparo anakia watoi wao Piriton kwa maji ndio walala. Alafu sisi tunakosa kula for 2 hours. 3 hours tunadai manze. Hii njaa itaniua. Sijui kama ushaifika zile area zenye ukianzisha evangelistic ministry ya kupasa itaprosper kwa zuku.
My own view about spoken word poetry, I think it is going to be one of the biggest form of art internationally. Right now we see artists doing spoken word on beat and with instrumentals. So ladies and gentlemen, it is taking a new shape and spoken word poetry everywhere.
Hi, my name is J.K. Owero, short for Joseph Kevin Owero.
Behind the high screens and under the bright lights, it's about time you determine if you're alive. It's high time you became part of the fight, and part of the struggle becomes your guide to the light. Speaking of light, I can't lie, I can't hide, I can't fight, I get shy, too so high, and so I get all high to seem nice and feel alive. It's obvious that wasanii tunazama every time mawazo za mashabiki kuhama, kidesign heshima za urafiki hawana, deep inside na wapaza unafiki lawama. Msanii na sanaa tulijipenda na kuipenda sana hii sanaa. That's why tunahitaji mwanga kwenye hii sanaa. Songa karibu mwana, shika dosi ya hii sanaa.
I am a performing artist based in Nakuru County. I've been born and raised here. I've been able to see and be part of the industry or a genre called poetry, and specifically spoken word poetry. I've been in this field for the past 6 years, and it's been a beautiful journey. I can say that I've learned a lot in the field of poetry, specifically being from Nakuru. I've been able to grow gracefully, and also at times it has been hard because it is still a genre that is still coming up within the streets of performance arts at large. I can say that in Nakuru it is growing gracefully, and even now more than ever it has actually the potential to grow even further and even much more greater than it already is. It has been a long way coming to this point where before it wasn't as recognized, and before it was just a one-off event here and there. But right now in Nakuru, if you come, each month has at least 2 or 3 events happening. Just to mention but a few, I know you've heard of Upgrade Poetry, you've heard of Vita Vina, you've heard of Oebazim, and also the new events that are coming up. And also, for example, like me, I'm part of a ministry called Coded 66, and we actually have events that are happening every year. For example, we have City on a Hill that happens every September. We have Humbly Graced that happens every May, and we have a new and introduced event called The Artist that will be happening every beginning of the year around March. Now, The Artist, for example, which will be happening on the 30th of March this year, will be focusing on the journey that I have been through in the field of arts. It will be featuring me, together with a few other artists from within Nakuru that have been able to be contributing to my journey as an artist, as a poet, as a rapper, as a musician, as a writer, as a graphic designer in this field of arts.
Life ni combination ya failure na success. Vitu most ilikosa meaning, squeeze me ujimpress ndo ni smile, ama na smile kujimpress. Na dream haikuhitaji do kuinvest. Kama ni capital nilihitaji at the beginning of the sentence, mama I made it. You had a dream, I was an engineer, now I can make a constructive sentence. Dream ilianzia Nax tunai, sai dream team mefika LD. Main motive kujiexpress, ukanishow. Akili sio syllables son, usistress, usidigress, kuwa mdiverse. Wapee hata chorus, wakidai verse. It's all about the standards, wakidai class. You still call the shots, hawawezi divert. They accused you of greatness, sijui ni kuite battery. You're guilty as charged, hawawezi divert. Now that you have wings to fly, speak plain English. You wanna cheat on success, then kiss me, I'm Irish. Nasema fly, ego fly. Hata makanjo mtaani wanajua no hawking. Hip hop kwa biti ya chakacha na mafans wanadai Oeba you still rocking. Tuna pop out design ya popcorn hata Vatican inajua apart from John Paul someone else is popping. Juu tulipiga hadi shows za 50 bob now thanks to our fans. Wenye walibambika sana walitoka nje na wakalipa tena. Wenye walibelieve in us waliclap, tukawafunza kusnap wakakuwa carried away with the moment wakasahau wakaclap tena. Wenye wako believe in us mbali tumefika pia sahihi watasema ni bahati tena. Squeezy wanatu console tunawaambia boss reduce bass alafu wimbe tena.
tena juu kuna fan base na kwaya na tukimaliza wanadai round 2 tuipe tena.
So spoken word poetry is celebrated in the eastern and central part of the Sahara, and recently we had the East Africa Spoken Word competition that was held in Kisumu last year April. So ladies and gentlemen, we have been having an event in Kenya that is called the Slum Africa, and right now we have up until 67th Slum African King that was held recently in Nairobi, Alliance Francaise.
So I recently launched my album at Alliance Francaise, Nairobi. I did it with Teardrops. We did it like it was a double launch. My name is Mufasa. I'm a spoken word poet, an actor, scriptwriter, but now most people know me as a spoken word poet. Spoken word is poetry written specifically for performance purposes. Yeah, like only for performance purposes. You don't write spoken word and then just to be read. No, it has to be performed. How did I discover? Funny, YouTube. No, YouTube, man. But seriously, YouTube apparently. And I remember the first time I saw it, probably just recently, which I'm not proud to talk about. But yeah, just 2012. It's really not good. But anyway, that's when I saw spoken word. And I remember the first time I saw it, I was too excited. For the whole month, I was watching spoken word on YouTube. Like I was at cyber cafes all through the whole month, like 5 days in a week. I was at a cyber cafe watching something. I probably used up a lot of money. Yeah. First of all, I'm passionate about life, about story, stories in people's lives, and spoken word is basically that. People talk about issues that people don't want to talk about. They talk about themselves, other people, and it's just the stories. I love the stories. When I started, it was all about excitement. So of course I was speaking about probably rhyming. I was cool. I was like rhyming, looking for something funny, looking for something that you can say, a clever line or something. But now, that was then. Now I speak about, advocate about justice, about social awareness, about peace, about equality, about issues that people don't want to talk about, probably personal stuff, and again, the girl child, all that. I won. I went to a poetry slam sometime in December 2012, and Kenya Poetry Slam. It happens monthly in Nairobi, and at Power 254, and I won. I was crowned the Slam King champion, and that's when I knew probably I was good. And again, I remember ever since I started, after my performance, a couple of people would say, hey, that was good or something. So I remember, I can't put it, I don't know if it was in church or I can't remember where it was, but it's just someone who was saying a story about herself. And I went back home, and I remember I sat down, and then I remembered, what story do I have in my life? And I remembered my mom. I remembered all the things that she's done right, all the things that I've done wrong. I remembered about just all the things she's been through, and how supportive she's been for us, no matter what she's going through. And I realized I needed to write something about that. So I wrote my first piece. I'll call that my first piece. Like, that was the first time I wrote a spoken word piece. It was called God Made Man First, but God Made Woman to Last. So I recently launched my album at Alliance Francaise, Nairobi. I did it with Teardrops. We did it like it was a double launch. It was just overwhelming. Like, we didn't expect that kind of crowd. You're expecting that poetry is new, so probably you'll have a considerable number of people, but the turnout was huge. It was beautiful. was beautiful. The kind of people who came there, just everyone was there. Everyone was there. It was really, really good. And the album is called Inside Out. It's about inside out, just bringing stuff that are inside, outside. Yeah, and it speaks about everything. It has 5 pieces and an intro about just who I am, and then basically the 5 pieces. The 5 pieces speak about, let me say everything, because humanity, peace, about justice, about social awareness, and about finding ourselves. You know, I think the most impact I would want my pieces to have is to let people find who they are. Because I believe the moment you know who you are, you can find purpose in your life. You won't just be living, you know. Because I really, because my story, my life, everything is inspired by people who have found purpose in their lives. People who, when they leave this world, they leave with a legacy, they leave with a story, they leave with a mark. And I believe if everyone just decided to find purpose in his life, how he can affect other people, you know, how he can affect this world, I think we would have lived in a better place. I am a son of a woman, a black woman, black, because she is too colored. I am a son of a woman, a black woman. This woman I call mama, she is strong. And I'm not talking muscles here, but even if I was, she is stronger than that gym instructor who made a girl pregnant and ran away. I am a son of Africa. Mama Africa, I've got paws for hands. I push away negativity with so much force. I'm a lion on toes. A lion today because yesterday my mother hid her tears and her fears. I told her about my bad days, but she never told me about a sleepless night. And I am a son of Fatuma, a single mother living positively with HIV that she did not seek to have when she chose to love a man who did his manly duties all right. He went out and brought home food and HIV. So she made him food to eat while he made her take ARV pills after those meals. So this is for a woman, all right? This is for that woman whose husband has never hit her. But don't tell her she doesn't know violence, because her husband actually pushed her aside by sleeping around with younger women when her body was disfigured by giving birth to the 4 kids they had. For spoken word poets out there, if there's anything they should know, I think it's you need to speak about something that is true to you, something that in the end you'll be proud of, something that will fulfill you, you know, not compliment you. Most of the time people look for something that compliments them, but really look for something that will complete you. A piece then that after you've done it, you just feel different. Like you're not waiting for the applause, you're not waiting for people to tell you anything. You are sure there's somewhere you've gone and you're hoping there's somewhere they have gone too. You know, like there's a journey you've taken them to. When, don't be afraid to be emotional with their pieces. In fact, if there's anything that can make you emotional, then that is something you're passionate about. That is something true, that is something real. So don't be afraid. Yeah, just be different, you know, be different. Don't come to spoken word looking for fun. Because I believe as spoken word artists, my fellow spoken word poets, we're not looking for fun. We want to speak to the world. So if we become emotional while doing it, cool. If we, you know, hold back our emotions, cool. But in the end, just spoken word is about our life stories. I am Mufasa, and I'm a visionary.
Ladies and gentlemen, spoken word has been introduced in the music and drama festivals in Kenya as one of the genres and has a competitive class of its own, whereby students right from high school up until university will be competing under the class of spoken word poetry. It has taken a while, but it has been adopted by the Music Association and the Ministry of Education.
na watoi wako ubao wamechoka, si watafeed from her words. That is why hatuna role models, good examples tuliziacha kwa maths book. In this motherland tunakuwa viewed as weed juu tulipitia high school. So sahi tuna hope against hope, juku hope tuliachia kangaroo. Guess what? Hii ni unyama.
Kenya government ina give out in less. Musician ndo tu wa kibao, wananchi wanakufa njaa yetu wamejaza vyakula kwa gala. Ronald Ngala alikuwa assassinated wakadai alivamiwa na nyuki, so hapo manage hata kupiga sala. Tangu kuwe na cases za mistaken identity, wamefanya roots zimekuwa radical hadi plans ina shoot. Some feelings are contagious. There was a time I received some sad news, and by the time I was shedding tears, even the glass of water at the edge of the table broke down too.
Wale mademo walikuwa naita maji what happened? Let me tell you what happened. Walijaribu kucopy paste, after kucopy walishinda kupaste. Fakest no wanajita latest. Too much makeup mpaka wanashinda to make up the mind on which makeup to make up with. Did I just make up these statements? Well,
ladies and gentlemen, you might wonder why spoken word poetry is so vital among youths from the age of 16 up until 30. And that is why we are doing this. And that is why we are here to tell you what spoken word poetry is. To those who don't know spoken word poetry and how spoken word and the future of spoken word poetry in Kenya and beyond. So tap tight, stay with us.
Sanaa hailipi, pesa iko mfukoni mwa watu wale wajanja zaidi wanatembea na plastic cash, fake friends na plastic smiles, straight girls na plastic curves, environment inabeba ufala na plastic bags. Nasema yes we can. Those who don't believe walk around with plastic cans. Apart from coke, makok mtaani wana coke ma plastic guns. Kwa hii journey I've realized losing someone you had is sad. Thinking you lost someone you never had is absurd. Kama nimekasirisha relax, juu hata wazimu wakikasirika yeye hutan man.
Because najua nothing is impossible. You see, sometimes nikichoka mi ufunga macho na kuomba God kimoyomoyo fulfill vitu nimeshakutamani. Na kimiaka of late mi umuomba zidi kuni add age kama memorable saying. Na value family lakini napenda mabeshte sana, so kama ni real friends basi nipe mundo ndo niwe nao tele. Nipe determination na persistence, niache legacy kama JJ Okocha na Bedi Pele. Vitu vingi vimenirudisha nyuma kimaisha. In case kuna mtu akona mwiko naomba nisaidie juu badala ya ugali nitaprefer kusonga mbele. So Lord have mercy. Apart from wow, Lord have mercy. Ume open my third eye and Lord say nasi. You are just like a fine apple. Wewe si pineapple, ulinipa talent ya kuimpact life through words ukasema kwa fine apple.
Wow!
Yeah! Sweet Jugo biscuits.
It is a form of art, that digs deep into the emotions and uses words as expressions and uses similes and uses metaphors, all these figures of speech. And there's a beauty in that. There's a way somebody can tell a story, his own story or her own story, with rhymes, and all these figures of speech, and it takes you from one place to the other, and your mind is just it is in this place and in this place to try to figure out what and the beauty of the words, the way they've been arranged, and the stage presence and all this. I think that is the reason why young people, especially right now, mostly like to express themselves through emotions. It's like a therapy session in a way, but more engaging, because you get to engage with the audience, and they get to react to it, and they get like, okay, wow, okay, that is amazing. I'm a spoken word artist myself. I write, I perform, though previously not so much. I was concentrating on some other things, but right now I'm just going to go full blown on it and see what happens. So, yes.